already, but how many of you have heard of it before or been to a class? I will share this. Actually, it was Vicki Sanfilippo, a nurse, who started the course in 1996. And what she identified is that at an accident, whether we're here in the metro or out in the country roads that we typically ride on, it's typically other bikers that are the first on the scene. And it's often those first few minutes that make a difference between life and death or worse, injury. So knowing some of this information, you can be there and be able to know some skills. I'm a nurse, and I've been a nurse for a lot of years. And when I started motorcycling, I didn't tell anyone I was a nurse. I thought, oh my gosh, if someone got sick or if someone went down, who are they going to come looking for? And I don't know that I know what to do, and that was really a bad feeling. And so we took the course, my husband and I, in 2007, and then a few years later, we took a refresher and got into the instructor training, and have been doing that now for about 3 years. And we have trained a number of people in the important information. Let me go to my notes because I want to share all this good stuff. So it is a 1 or 2 day course. You can either choose to go to the basic courses, 1 8-hour day, or take the 2 classes, one Saturday and Sunday. And it does teach you the skills to assess and provide that essential trauma care that might be needed. And it truly is a crash course for the motorcyclist. It's a way to learn some of those important steps. The basic course teaches it's an organized response so that if you come upon an accident, there's an acronym we use called it's PACT, P-A-C-T, and it helps you just think through what are the important things I need to do in the next few minutes here, because I'm going to need to jump into action and need to know what are those important things. So what we're teaching is the P stands for preventing an injury. So you're scanning the crowd, you're looking, do you need to move someone or get people out of the way? You want to assess the situation, gather information quickly. So C, you can contact 911, because that's really the goal, is that you know more about what's happening and you can knowledgeably share that when you call 911. So you would know what to do, and then you turn around and you treat what you can. And you're using the ABCs for that. You're looking at their airway, make sure it's open, because that if people aren't breathing, that's a problem. You look at their breathing and think about, do I need to do some rescue breathing to help support them? Their circulation, is there any obvious external bleeding going on? Shock, they may have internal bleeding, or in spinal immobilization. While you're doing all this, is thinking about keeping that spine as straight as you can so that you are preventing any spinal injuries happening. So the basic course does also teach you how to remove a full face helmet. It's something that's an important skill to learn. It's not necessarily safe if you're not sure how to do it. So I'm not being loud enough. Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep it up. So if you needed to, if someone's not breathing is the only reason that you would take off that full face helmet at an accident scene. And we do teach that important skill, and it's actually been tested by EMTs and spinal doctors and determined to be a safe process. So that's very important to do. The second day, the advanced course builds on this information, so you do learn more about managing blood loss, more about severe trauma situations, and some disease management. Keep in mind that the training isn't intended to replace the EMS system. We train what to do until they arrive and how to help when they get there. The course does give you the opportunity to prepare by interventions. We also have lists of supplies that would be good to carry, or kits that you can purchase is part of that. Vicki's experience does show that 1 out of 3 people who take the course have need of using that information in the next 3 years. So it is important information to do. And actually one of our friends recently shared, he went down when a bike hit or a deer hit him, and he went down, broke ribs, broke his collarbone. He was in a pretty critical situation, and he took our course. He talked his caregiver into what to do to help him, to stabilize him till Airlink came and they transported him away. So it was pretty exciting. And these skills are important for every rider and passenger. It isn't just the riders. And you can find a class near you by going to www.roadguardians.org. So remember Road Guardians. And they are taught all across the United States and internationally now. So classes are out there. And I have cards and brochures here if you have questions. And it is well worth your time.